The Saskatoon rental market can be tricky to navigate, and choosing the wrong area of the city could cost you in more ways than one. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about renting in Saskatoon, from the differences between the east side and the west sides of the city to which neighborhoods you should avoid. If you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating in Saskatoon, send me an email. My info is in the description below. Saskatoon's rental rates are close to 35 to 40% cheaper than the national average here in Canada when considering 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom rental rates. You will find apartment-style condos for rent, whether they be older-style walk-ups or newer-style with the elevator. You'll see townhouses, single-family houses, which if you rent the entire house by itself, those are very rare and usually a lot more premium in terms of price, but they are sometimes available. More typically, you will find either a main floor suite for rent or a basement suite for rent. The vacancy rates in Saskatoon are very low. They are only around 2% right now, which makes it a very tight rental market when you are looking to secure your rental property. East side rentals are typically more expensive than west side rentals, but also typically more safe neighborhoods than the west side in general. There are good neighborhoods on the west side as well, but on the east side you will find popular neighborhoods such as Nutana and Varsity for some older character style homes that are a lot more closer to the university. And you'll also find a lot of those older apartment style rental condos in Wildwood neighborhood. If you go to the suburbs, you can find some newer townhouse options in neighborhoods like Willow Grove, Brighton, Arbor Creek, Rosewood, and Evergreen. Everywhere in Saskatoon is close to a 15-minute commute when you are driving, so it's a very small commute anywhere in the city. And if you are looking for a university rental, Varsity and Nutana are typically more expensive in older character style homes, but also very popular spots for single family rental suites on the main floor or basement would include College Park and Sutherland, which are still very reasonably close to the university in around 1970s style homes. On the west side, you will find rental properties in neighborhoods like Riversdale, Mount Royal, and Blairmore. Riversdale is actually an older neighborhood that is regentrifying. It is very close to the downtown, and there are some trending spots and some trending homes where people are spending a lot more money in these older style homes. In Mount Royal, you will find a majority of working class people in this neighborhood, a lot of original owners in this neighborhood as well. This is a strong community where you will find single family rental options as well. And then in Blairmore, you will find apartment condos and townhouses for rent, and these are all newer properties. This entire neighborhood was built within the last 10 years or so. The one neighborhood to be cautious about is Pleasant Hill neighborhood. Now, yes, there are some blocks of this neighborhood that are nicer than others, but especially around the St. Paul's Hospital area, those are some of the roughest blocks in town. And if you don't know that coming into the city, I would say renters beware. Now, I will make a note about the alphabets. Some people will say completely stay out of the alphabets. However, if you do get to know the west side, if you do get to know the city of Saskatoon, there are a lot of areas within the alphabets that I consider on the fringe of the inner city. There are still very nice areas, and so it is block by block, which is why it's important to talk to somebody who really does know the areas. The cost comparison between the east side and west side in terms of rentals, it is generally about 25 to 30% cheaper on the west side. You can search for listings on Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace for rent ads. You can also start networking by word of mouth for anybody you know that might have a rental property or might know of somebody that's looking for a good tenant. And you can also inquire with some of the local property management companies. They might have a wait list of people looking for certain type and style of product, but you might be able to secure a rental that way as well. A 1-bedroom rental in Saskatoon can range from $950 to $1,200 a month. A 2-bedroom rental in Saskatoon can range from $1,200 $1,200 to $1,500 per month, and a 3-bedroom rental in Saskatoon can range from $1,800 to $2,500 per month. Additional costs can often include utilities, which is around an extra somewhere from $150 to $300 per month. Parking, if it is a downtown or a more congested area of the city, $50 to $100 per month for parking. And then your security deposit is usually equal to your first month's rent. If you're considering renting or buying, keep in mind, it is a lot more flexible for you to rent if you don't know that you're going to be in Saskatoon for a long time. And of course, you have a lower upfront cost because you only have that security deposit, but you are not building equity as you go, and rent prices can increase significantly over time as well. However, when you are renting, of course, the maintenance costs are typically included by the landlord, but when you are buying, you are building equity over time. When you are buying, you will need at least 5% down, and I've done a separate video on buying a house in Saskatchewan. I hope you found some value today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are thinking about buying, selling, relocating, or investing in Saskatoon. Send me an email. My info's in the description below. Otherwise, have a wonderful, fantastic day, and I will see you on this video next.